Nuance is going to be the last to complete the lineup, just a field of 7 to run in the first event. Track is rated dead, 5.09 the penetrometer, rail at 15, and they're set race 1. Just about ready. The all clears come through. They're off, and Bayrina are a little slow, and Nuance missed the start. And Supersede gets back to third last early. Enemy first out. Away quickly on the outside is Brilliant Crowd, and settling third on the rail is Avilda, followed by Miss Watika, Supersede, 1 to Bayrina, and 2 lengths to Nuance last of all. So they head towards the 1,000-metre mark. Brilliant Crowd has worked to the lead, a length in front. Enemy is second. Miss Watika's ahead away third, the outside. And then Avilda fourth on the rail. A length and a half further back is Supersede. Second last Bayrina with Nuance on her outside. Brilliant Crown runs the field down towards the turn at the 800. 3/4 of a length clear. Enemy is second. Avilda third on the inside of Miss Watika. 2 lengths Supersede, and Bayrina towards the tail end on the inside of Nuance. It's now coming up towards the turn. Brilliant Crown by a neat length. Enemy is second. Miss Watika third outside Avilda from Supersede, and then Nuance and Bayrina's last of all and struggling. Round the turn at the 500 metres. Brilliant Crown in front of Enemy. Avilda waiting for a run behind them. Miss Watika and Supersede swing a bit wide into the straight now. Brilliant Crown leads by 2 lengths from Enemy in second, placing under pressure. Avilda ducking about, trying to come off the heels of the leader, is running on well. Miss Watika is struggling at the moment and got held up slightly there. It's Avilda now at the 200 metres, racing up and going to the lead. Avilda takes the lead from Brilliant Crown, and then Supersede and Miss Watika battling it out, but Avilda's drawing clear in the run home, and Avilda with the blinkers on goes on to win by 2 lengths to Brilliant Crown. Miss Watika third, and they're followed by Supersede. Enemy tired badly and beat only Bayrina and Nuance to the line. Victory in the first on the program for number 7, Avilda, ridden by Lucas Dowson. Blinkers on for the first time. Handling the going without barrier is locked away, and now the field looks set to go. All clear through, they're off and racing. Mr. Miller began well. Gattaker out fairly in 3. Bluesman, if anything, a little slow down in 2. Blue Pharaoh drifting back in the early stages with back there My Ginger Man. Settling, and McCoy's Brothers going out quickly in company with Wasabi. King's Choice pushing up inside the pair of them, and Mr. Miller holds the rails in that bunch. About a length behind them near the inside is Gattaker. Blue Pharaoh is around it. Contracts right off the track with Station Ruler nearing the home turn. And at a bunch field, My Ginger Man, one of the last, and Bluesman is last, but only about 5 lengths covered them. Across the track, Mr. Miller leads on the rail into the straight from King's Choice, and Gattaker's got up behind the leader. They're being followed by Wasabi under pressure, so is Blue Pharaoh. Bluesman coming home on the inside. Mr. Miller the leader. Gattaker's in the clear from behind him and is pouncing on him quickly at the 200 metres. Wants to duck in a little bit, but Gattaker goes to the lead over Mr. Miller. Here's Contracts out in the middle of the course. Gattaker in front of Bluesman and Contracts, and Gattaker's clear. Gattaker takes it out well from Bluesman second, Contracts third, then Blue Pharaoh, Mr. Miller. In behind those to finish in the race, at the head of the others were My Ginger Man and King's Choice, followed by Wasabi, Station Ruler and McCoy's Brother. Gattaker ridden by Peter Mertens followed the fave, switched off his heels and then sprinted away, and he's won it well. Number 1 goes in and they're all set to go. Oh, now Premier Spy is played up down towards the inside, settled again. Captorino stands nicely. Field just about right to go. Captain Cortez, another Timar, stood well. Gallity standing up beautifully, awaiting the clear. They're off. Gallity out pretty well. Another Timar jumped okay. Centennial showing pace. Captorino settling off the speed early. Premier Spy dropped out to be last. Show Love was away well, but Bellavinder's cut the field off now as they settle down after going 250. Bellavinder out wide the leader. Centennial getting up along the inside into second with another Timar handy to those. Coniston Edition wider out from Show Love. A length then Captain Cortez on the rail from Tycoon Princess. They're followed by Pirate Copy Regula. Gallity a fair way back coming around the home turn. A couple of Captorino well off the pace from Premier Spy and Make Mine Cash swinging wide. Into the straight, Centennial got up on the inside to take the lead. On the outside of it is another Timar, and they're clear now. Gallity is switching course. He's coming through on the rails. Then Tycoon Princess and Coniston Edition. At the 200 metres, another Timar the leader. Gallity after at the rail from Centennial, Captain Cortez. It's another Timar in front. Gallity coming after it. Another Timar from Gallity. Another Timar and Gallity. They go to the line. Another Timar. I'd say just beat Gallity in a photo. Captorino flashing home out wide will grab third from Tycoon Princess, Coniston Edition, Captain Cortez, then Centennial, Bellavinder, Pirate Copy. Back behind them were Regula, Make Mine Cash, Premier Spy, and Show Love's dropped out of it to finish at the tail. Judge calls for the photo here to separate another Timar and Gallity. And they're just about right to go. Patton to get back aboard. 1,200 metres for the fourth of the afternoon. Light flashing away. Our Natural drawn the inside. Sky Bonnier stood well. Count the Kisses made a good line. They're off now. And Jolly Pal, the one that blew the start completely and dropped out to be 2 or 3 lengths away. Sky Bonnier next to last, and Isnick is the first to bounce out of the stalls in front of Stelladoro going up to second. In third placing then came, as they settle down, Count the Kisses with Weather Alert on the outside of her. Then came Royal Wonder fifth on the rail from Besta Barossa, Angel Spirit about the middle of the field, and then Our Natural and Deninkling. Wonder Royal Gesture and Nachina followed by Sky Bonnier and Jolly Pal as last of all. Down the hill they run, 700 to go, and the leader is Isnick, 3/4 Stelladoro. A length and a quarter away, Count the Kisses in the box seat, third on the inside of Weather Alert. Angel Spirit coming wide around the outside of them next, and then Besta Barossa. Royal Wonder losing ground on the inside, sharply back through the field. Jolly Pal hooks out wide. Deninkling is ahead of her, and then Royal Gesture in the straight now at the 400 metre mark, and Isnick out in front by a length and a half. He's pulled the whip on Stelladoro. Then Weather Alert, Angel Spirit, Deninkling coming down the outside, and then Count the Kisses. Angel Spirit moved up fast on the outside now to go to the lead. Coming after it is Deninkling. It's Angel Spirit from Deninkling and Weather Alert. Angel Spirit under the whip, finding enough for Oliver, and Angel Spirit's going on to win it. Angel Spirit first, beats Deninkling. Weather Alert, I think, will just hold on to third. Besta Barossa and Nachina are with her from Our Natural. And close up then was Royal Gesture. Back behind those horses then Count the Kisses and Jolly Pal. Followed further back by Isnick and Stelladoro, with Sky Bonnier back at the tail of the field. And one more Royal Wonder after losing ground swiftly around the turn was a distant last. Angel Spirit, the winner, is going in. Amazon led the inside runner from Our Imposing. Nullarbor Knights coming up. Now Above the Stars moving into the line. Just about right to go, it appears. Prince Humble taking the outside barrier. Off they go. And let's see now. Above the Stars was the first to bounce out over on the outside, but now Seymour's Edge hunts through in the early part and leads in company with Amazon Lad 3/4 away the rail. Duel and Gem is third. Then came Alhambra, followed by Above the Stars. Over on the inside of it, Our Imposing from Nullarbor Knights, and then Storm Eagle. 2 or 3 lengths further back as Kana Square on the inside of Rainbow Brave. Violent Storm next to last, and Prince Humble was last of all. Heading to the 1,000 metre mark now. Seymour's Edge in front of Duel and Gem. Nullarbor Knights moving up on the outside to go to a more prominent position. Couple of lengths, Amazon Lad fourth on the inside of Alhambra. Then Rainbow Brave in the pink colours tracking out wide, followed then by Our Imposing on the rail. With it is Storm Eagle. A length and a half further back as Above the Stars, drifting back a little, being followed by Kana Square. Violent Storm next to last, and Prince Humble nearing the 600 metres now, and Seymour's Edge 3/4. Nullarbor Knights is second. One Dildum Gem. Amazon Lad fourth the inside from Rainbow Brave. Our Imposing being followed further back by Alhambra. Then a couple of lengths to Kana Square, a long way from them. So is Storm Eagle and Above the Stars when they corner, and Violent Storm one at the last, and Prince Humble at the 400 metres. Seymour's Edge the leader. Amazon Lad coming after it now very quickly from Nullarbor Knights. Wider out Dildum Gem, followed by Alhambra. Then Our Imposing coming through near the inside as they reach the 200 metres. Amazon Lad has raced to the lead from Seymour's Edge, and then Our Imposing battling along fairly. Amazon Lad hands and heels doing a bit too well, and Amazon Lad gets home. Amazon Lad wins it from Seymour's Edge. Our Imposing third, then Violent Storm, Kana Square, Storm Eagle being followed by behind those Nullarbor Knights and Prince Humble, then Alhambra, Dildum Gem, Rainbow Brave, and Above the Stars last of all. Number 9, Amazon Lad, ridden by Matthew Gatt, the winner, in the time of 1:32.1. 1:32.1. Amazon Lad taking it out. He followed. Here's Powery Miss coming up into the line riderless. Yaramis is moving up now, goes in, so we're not far away from a start. Bohemian Melody coming up into the outside gate, so the field is locked away. 1,200 metres, Beja Floor resuming, drawn gate 1. Lindenark stood well with Tamag. Timpernet took a little dive at the gates there. Marimba getting a bow. There's one through. Luilla's gone through the front of the stalls, but virtually just walked through on Fabian. Now, here's Luwilla again, approaching the stalls, going in, and they're set again. All clears through, gates are back, Beja Floor began very quickly, Blazicano missed it by 2 lengths, Tempernet was one of the first to head out now as they settle down, Yaramis jumped all right as they settled fully, Tamarg's going to the lead, Aubrey on her outside, Tamarg leads Aubrey, Marimba going to third, they're followed by Golden Express, Tempernet on the rails running fifth, and they're followed by Bohemian Melody, Yaramis, next Lindenark, Beja Floor on the rail, followed further back Powery Miss Out wider, 1.5 to Miss Ella Luwilla, and Blazicano last, Tamarg led Aubrey coming down the side near the 650. 2 lengths away is Marimba on the outside of Tempernet and Golden Express. 1 further back Bohemian Melody. Yaramis is in the centre, and over on the inside Beja Floor from Lindenark. Powery Miss swinging wide, and then came Miss Ella third to last, followed by Luwilla and Blazicano going poorly at the tail. Tamarg leads in the straight at the 400 metres. Aubrey a length and a half away, called on for the run from Tempernet on the rail. Beja Floor's into the clear. Marimba on the outside from Yaramis inside the 200 now. And here it's Beja Floor after the leaders, Aubrey, Tamarg and Tempernet down on the inside. It's now Beja Floor the outside, Tamarg and Tempernet. Tempernet in the middle, Tamarg and Beja Floor. Tempernet and Tamarg. Tamarg kicks, and I think Tamarg on the inside from Tempernet or Beja Floor. Just behind those in the race to finish were Aubrey, and then came Miss Ella, who's made some ground from Lindenark and Yaramis. Then Marimba, Golden Express, Bohemian Melody, Luwilla, Blazicano and Powery Miss, one of the last to go over the line. Judge calls for a photo here. Tamarg on the inside, Tempernet, and lights going on now, light blinking away as Major Hit joins them in the gates, and Brecon Bay will be the last to move in. Takes the outside gate, and so they're set to go. And they're off. In Major Hit in the middle of the line began reasonably well. Prince Phoenix out okay. Filligan jumped nicely. So did Stacey Jones. In the early part, Tristace easing across their heels. Brecon Bay going quickly from the outside gate. Here's the pace coming up on the first circuit now. Brecon Bay working up on the outside to go to the lead over Major Hit and Threadneedle. Filligan just behind them, and he's moving forward again on Tristace on the outside now. He's going to boot up and be with the leaders at the turnout of the straight. They're followed by Viva Sampras back in the field. At the turnout of the straight now, and Brecon Bay just the leader. Tristace working up on the outside. Threadneedle the rail, and Major Hit as a handy fourth, followed by Stacey Jones fifth on the inside of Son of Redmond. Then on the outside, a length away to Filligan, a length and a half Viva Sampras.